Hello everyone. Today we are talking about how to make your photos look better using Photoshop and Lightroom. The purpose of this tutorial is to take a photo that looks like this and make it look like this, so we have more colorful picture. I have added, as you can see, I have added some smoke with the planes in it, and it's a composite of two photos. Okay, so we have our raw photo opened in Photoshop, as you can see. So first of all, you just select the move tool and drag this photo on our CN tower. There we go, and press Command T to make it bigger in size, so we can fit according to what we want here, just like that. And when you think it's alright, then you can hit the check mark and it's all done. Decrease the opacity of the smoke layer, and you can see how it looks. So what you want to do is just select the eraser tool and adjust the size whatever you want, and I think this looks better. With the hardness to 0, you can just start erasing the parts that we don't want in our picture, like that. And also you can change the blending mode according to your picture, if it may fades or not. I don't think so that anything's gonna work here. Let me check. No, I think it's normal is alright for this shot. And what you want to do is you can decrease the size of your eraser tool and start working on the details, just like that. Now you can decrease the opacity to make the smoke look more realistic. So what we can do is we can just erase this part of the smoke by selecting the lasso tool, and you can just select from, just like that. By using the lasso polygonal tool, I have selected the area which we wanna erase, the smoke we want to erase, because it's gonna look more realistic when the smoke is going on the back of the CN tower. Then you can select the smoke layer and hit the delete key on your keyboard, and it's gonna delete what's in the selection. Then you can deselect. You can increase the opacity to see what we are working with, and then you can start working on the detail by using the eraser tool. There we go, and just like that. For this part, what you can do is you can just use the clone tool. There's another tool you can use, which is the dodge tool, to increase the exposure on the corners of the smoke. As you can see, the smoke is white on the corners. You can just use that tool to highlight the corners, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna make the dark parts disappear, so the smoke is looking normal. Now by selecting the eraser tool, you can just make the corners look more realistic, just like that. So use the dodge tool and eraser and the clone stamp tool to make adjustments to your layer, whatever you're working with. It depends on you. So go into very detail so we can make it look more realistic. As you can see, I haven't spent much time on the planes, but you need to make sure that you have spent enough time on everything and went into detail to make your picture more perfect. Another thing that you can do is you can add a sun flare on this corner of the image, so it's gonna make image pop. Just create a new layer, and after creating new layer, in the color panel you can select around orange and yellowish color. Go to your brush tool, increase the size of your brush. I think that's good enough. So you can start painting. Make sure your orange color is on the foreground right here. So you are painting the orange right here. You can paint this. Use another layer and paint white to add some of the whitening to your color right here. And then you just have to change the blending mode of your new layer to like screen or overlay. I guess I think lighten works pretty much okay. And for the layer for the sunlight, you can do the same. Change it to I guess overlay. Yeah, overlay is fine. So by pressing Command T, you can make adjustment to your layer, and the same with the layer 3. I think it's a little bigger. As you can see, the planes doesn't look good. So what you can do is you can just drag your layers underneath the plane, the layer with the smoke, and there we go. And the other one too. There we go. Increase the opacity of the layer. And this one too. There we go. Now create another layer and make sure it's above all, and then start painting. Shine the sun on CN Tower. So you can change the blending mode to I guess overlay. No, screen is looking alright. And instead of decreasing the opacity, decrease fill, because it's a lot better. You'll see the difference. And right here, there we go. And what you can do is you can make adjustments to your smoke so it's looking more realistic. You can select the smoke layer and go to image adjustment, and brightness and everything. Contrast, I guess a little more contrast will be fine, and a little less brightness, -8 and +22 contrast. Alright, and for your CN Tower you can do the same. Select the layer and go to image and adjustments and brightness and contrast. I guess there's a lot less contrast in the CN Tower than the smoke, so we're gonna increase the contrast a bit. There we go. I guess around 25 is fine, and we can decrease the brightness to about -5. Yeah, that's all right. And what you can do is you can just right click on any of the layer and go down and merge visible, so it's gonna merge all the layers into one shot. So you can just go into filter and camera raw filter to make adjustments to your image. Here is the before and after. So as you can see, I haven't spent much time on the image, so that's why it's not perfect, I can say that, because there are things that I need to work on, like the smoke right here and around these corners, and I need to work on the planes too, because they are not perfect. So here is the before and after right here. Please make sure to check my Instagram right here. It's KBroad. Please give a follow. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I have the before and after of this image right here on my Instagram, and before and after of another one. So if you guys wanna see more videos like this, or any specific kind of edit, just let me know in the comments, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.